tough question. What is my profession? I do so many things. It's hard to define it with one description, but I would say waterman.
Water means life. Water means scary. Water means fun. Water for me has a whole life in itself. I surfed in a couple contests as a kid, like, hey, win a t-shirt, you and your buddies go out, it's like a fun thing. And then as soon as money came into it and the aggression and towards one another in a competitive situation, I was already too aggressive. I didn't need a situation that created more aggression and brought out, I felt like was the worst part of me. I was trying to learn how to like deal with suppressing that, or maybe, you know, constructively venting it, not cultivating it. And so I just vowed not to subject my surfing to, you know, to the opinions of men. I really appreciate the fact that people respect what I do and that they admire the things that I do, because I put a lot of time into it. I've dedicated my life and a lot of blood and a lot of sweat and a lot of air to it. I mean, it's an art. I'm an artist. I want people to love my art, but I want them to love it because they really love it genuinely. Because at the end, I think when you sleep at night, it really just has to do with how you feel anyways. It doesn't matter what people are saying. They can say you're the best in the world and you can go home and be miserable. They can say, hey, you suck, but you can go home and be totally satisfied as long as it's having the effect on you.
Each of us are a file cabinet. There's only so much room in the file cabinet. If you occupy all your files with trivial pursuits, then they're not available to have other stuff come in. And so it's a little bit, and so when you're focused on it and you allow the opportunity, then it happens. And it's, I mean, you know, my friend says better to be lucky than good. And if you're lucky and good, then shame on you.
Fear is powerful if you can implement it into action. And so fear into action, nothing more powerful than being scared and running, or being scared and flying, or being scared and making decisions. Can make you smart and can make you strong, also can make you foolish. I just pride myself on trying to take that fear and harness it as energy. Stand-up paddle is my latest thing that's kind of actually taken root around the whole world. It seems that we've influenced people on every body of water, on lakes and rivers, and people out in the middle of nowhere doing stand-up paddling. I started doing that for fitness originally, just to get a workout in the summertime, and it's evolved into a whole, you know, there's magazines and companies, and it's a whole sport now. It'll probably be an Olympic discipline, I imagine, in the next few years. Been involved with kite surfing and foil surfing and a bunch of other techniques that kind of changed the way we ride waves. When you've been in the water since you're 5 years old, you need variety, right? At a certain point, you just start to stagnate. And so I'm always looking for new ways. I have a pretty amazing pool exercise routine that I've developed that for, you know, summertime conditions when there's no waves, and I've already paddled all week long, and so I need something else to do where I do weight training underwater. And so there's, I mean, it seems like as open as you are, there's always something new to learn. So I just try to keep having an open palette to whatever can come, and keep using your imagination and just experimenting.
Looking at what people do on an extreme level, it's not really extreme. It's just what we're capable of doing. And so we don't think that we're capable of doing that because we want to look at it from the outside. We want to vicariously live through other things. And it's like, no, we don't need to do that. You get to do that if you choose. You can be as extreme as, you can make that extreme very normal. You know, feeling is understanding. And that is everything we do. That is everything I've ever taught. Like with how I've learned how to coach athletes. It's like, do you feel what's going on?
It's like, there's no easy way around it. You get what you put in is what you get out.
But if I can get more people in the ocean, you know, I can get more people concerned about the ocean. If I can get more people having fun, I can get more people concerned about taking care of themselves and taking care of other people.
So in a way, all these things are just tools that ultimately can serve a bigger purpose, which is maybe make the world a better place. And if people were having more fun, the world would be a better place.